Sideshow Bob finally kills Bart Simpson. But how and when did this happen? Stick around until the end for this shocking reveal. Welcome back to the channel where animation meets obsession and revenge plots are just another Tuesday in Springfield.
Oh my God! Someone's trying to kill me! Oh wait, it's for Bart.
If you're new here, hit that like button and subscribe, especially if you're into dark comedy, cartoon chaos, and deep dives that make you laugh, gasp, and binge watch for hours.
Bart, you want to see my new chainsaw and hockey mask?
Let's be real. The Simpsons isn't just a cartoon. It's a cultural mirror that somehow predicts the future with creepy accuracy. Smartwatches? Predicted. The Disney-Fox merger? Called it. Autocorrect fails. Simpsons did it first. And yeah, even President Trump.
We've inherited quite a budget crunch from President Trump. How bad is it, Secretary Van Houten?
What if I told you a former children's entertainer turned criminal mastermind has spent over 3 decades trying to murder a 10-year-old boy? And we've been laughing the whole time. Meet Sideshow Bob, opera addict, clown hater, and proud president of the I Hate Bart Simpson Club, and probably also its janitor. From exploding rakes and mind control plots to actual murder and alternate timelines.
And now, the final curtain. And kill you without delay.
Bob's vendetta is cartoon chaos at its peak. But why does he want Bart dead? How many times did he nearly pull it off? And what happened in the 2 terrifying times he actually succeeded? Smash that like button. Today we're digging into every time Sideshow Bob tried to kill Bart, and the sinister genius behind each attempt. Let's break down every single time Sideshow Bob tried, and hilariously failed, to murder Bart Simpson in the main Simpsons timeline.
You can't ask God to kill someone.
Yeah, you do your own dirty work.
To understand Sideshow Bob's obsession with murdering a 10-year-old, we need to rewind all the way back to Season 1, Episode 12.
Ice cream.
Well, the reason I look unhappy is that tonight I have to see a slideshow starring my wife's sisters. Or as I call them, the gruesome twosome.
Krusty gets busted. At the time, Bob was Krusty the Clown's underappreciated sidekick, a glorified prop with a deep voice, a PhD in literature, and a growing hatred for lowbrow humor. Tired of the pies to the face and humiliating skits, Bob snapped. He framed Krusty for armed robbery and gleefully took over the Krusty the Clown show. His version of the show, pure culture. Shakespeare monologues, classic literature, and 0 cartoons. He wanted to elevate children's programming, whether kids liked it or not. But just when Bob thought he'd won, Bart Simpson stepped in. Bart, with Lisa's help, exposed Bob live on air, sending him straight to prison. And that humiliation, it lit a fire that would never go out. From that day on, Bob's goal became crystal clear: murder Bart Simpson. Not just for revenge, but to prove that he, the refined intellectual, was better than the brat who loved slapstick. And so began the most operatic, petty, and long-running grudge in animated history.
If some snot-nosed little kid sent me to prison, the first thing out, I'd find out where he lives and tear him a new belly button.
Next we have Black Widower, Season 3, Episode 21. Bob's first real post-prison murder plot. After charming Selma Bouvier, he plans to kill her on their honeymoon.
Good.
Soon I will kill you.
Huh?
Son pied sentit beau. French for her foot smells lovely.
Oh.
Using a timed gas explosion. His motive? Inherit her money and finally feel smarter than the world that mocks him.
Prepare to be murdered.
Huh?
Pepadebe mudu. That's Sanskrit. For your toes are like perfume.
Bart catches on just in time, stops the explosion, and Bob is caught red-handed. His first of many failures.
Voy a matar a usted.
Huh?
That's Spanish for I am going to kill you.
Say what?
Why, dear, I do believe it's time for your beloved MacGyver.
Next we have Cape Fear, Season 5, Episode 2.
Oh, now, when I say hello, Mr. Thompson, and press down on your foot, you smile and nod.
No problem.
Hello, Mr. Thompson.
I think he's talking to you.
Sideshow Bob is paroled despite having Die Bart Die tattooed on his chest, which he calmly explains is German for the Bart, the. One parole board member even calls it sweet.
Oh, that's German for the Bart. The.
What follows is The Simpsons at peak parody, blending Cape Fear with Looney Tunes level absurdity. Bob survives being trampled by elephants, steps on a record-setting number of rakes, and eventually straps himself to the underside of the Simpsons' car, traveling with them to the ominously named Terror Lake. They relocate for safety.
Hey, kids, want to drive through that cactus patch?
Yeah! Yeah!
No!
Whoop, 2 against 1.
They relocate for safety. It doesn't help. Bob stows away under their houseboat and waits patiently, too patiently, for his dramatic moment. That moment comes on a dark night, fog swirling over the water. Bob emerges, knife in hand, delivering a villain monologue worthy of Shakespeare. But Bart, ever the improviser, makes one final plea. Before you kill me, could you sing the entire score of HMS Pinafore?
But I shall send you to heaven before I send you to hell.
Bob, a sucker for operetta and dramatic irony, can't resist. He launches into song, belting out Gilbert and Sullivan with Broadway flair.
And now, the final curtain.
Wait, hold on now. That's not what happened. We'll talk about that later. Cut to the police sneaking up mid-chorus, grinning like they bought front row tickets. Bob's arrested mid-opera. Bart survives not through cleverness or strength, but by weaponizing theater kid energy. Pure brilliance.
Play, boys.
Hey, I'm the chief here. Take him away, toys.
What'd you say, Chief?
Do what the kid says.
Next we have Sideshow Bob Roberts, Season 6, Episode 5. Sideshow Bob trades murder weapons for voter rolls. In a parody of political corruption and media manipulation, Bob runs for mayor of Springfield and wins. How? Simple. He rigs the election by having dead people vote, old people vote twice, and probably even pets fill out ballots.
Even the pet cemetery voted Mrs. Bananas, Humphrey Beauregard. Oh, my poor dead kitty. Please, not you too. All right, Bob. Now it's personal.
While the grown-ups fall for Bob's political theater, Bart and Lisa smell something rotten. They dig into the suspicious landslide victory and unravel a full-blown voter fraud operation.
Can't tell you who I am, but I work on the campaign.
Hey, Mr. Smithers!
The climax unfolds in court where Bob, cornered, doesn't go quietly. He delivers a full-throated Shakespearean monologue about the stupidity of the masses and the tragedy of a genius undone by children. But the gavel drops, the fraud is exposed, and Bob is ousted from office, dragged away in disgrace yet again. Not with a bang, but with a rant. Democracy survives, barely. Next we have Sideshow Bob's Last Gleaming, Season 7, Episode 9. This time, Bob goes full extremist. Disgusted by the dumbing down of society, and especially by Krusty the Clown reruns, he hijacks a nuclear warhead from a military airshow and makes a public demand.
Shut your word hole. We gotta get this place clean for the air show.
Air show? What kind of country fried rube is still impressed by that?
Abolish television or he'll blow Springfield sky high.
And although it looks complicated, it is so well designed, even a child could fly it.
Can I fly it?
Of course you cannot.
He straps the bomb to a vintage biplane, climbs aboard like some deranged war poet, and soars toward the local broadcast tower to end TV by force.
Now you, boy!
You and I are going to kill Krusty the Clown!
Meanwhile, Bart and Lisa do what the government can't. Outwit him. They trick Bob into thinking the signal's coming from a different source. The iconic Duff Beer blimp. Bob changes course, crashes spectacularly into the balloon, and detonates nothing but ego. The blimp is obliterated. Bob survives, singed, sputtering, and humiliated once again. It's an episode that blends political satire, anti-media rants, and cartoon physics into a perfect Sideshow Bob cocktail. The town keeps its TVs. Bob loses his mind. Again. Next we have Brother from Another Series, Season 8, Episode 16, a plot twist in the Bob saga. This time, he's not the villain. Enter Cecil Terwilliger, Bob's younger brother, voiced by none other than David Hyde Pierce in a perfect Frasier reunion. Cecil's the snobby civil engineer with a major grudge and a secretly massive bomb.
Whenever I could find a spare moment, I've tried to murder Bart Simpson.
He said tried.
Bob, newly released and seemingly reformed, takes a job working under his brother on Springfield's new hydroelectric dam, but something smells fishy.
We go up there and talk to him.
Whew.
Homer?
Oh, all those stairs.
And it's not just the reservoir. Bart and Lisa, ever suspicious of Bob, tail him expecting another evil scheme. Instead, they uncover Cecil's real plan.
Well, I can't be held responsible for my actions.
Well, I hope Bob fed you, because I ate your dinner.
Embezzle millions, blow up the dam, flood Springfield, and pin the whole disaster on his brother. Bob, insulted and appalled, mostly insulted, teams up with the kids to stop the explosion. It's a chaotic race against time, full of slapstick, sibling rivalry, and classic Terwilliger melodrama. In the end, Bob saves the town and still winds up in jail because Springfield just assumes he's guilty. It's one of the few episodes where Bob's motives are pure, if not self-serving. No murder plot, no Shakespearean rant, just a very awkward family reunion with explosives. Next we have Day of the Jackanapes, Season 12, Episode 13.
Phase 1 begins in 10, 9, 8. Oh, I can't wait!
Bob's back, and this time, the weapon is psychological. After discovering that all footage of his TV appearances has been taped over by Krusty the Clown, Bob snaps, again, and vows revenge not just on Bart, but on Krusty too.
I mean my announcing career. That's what's beginning.
Sideshow Bob kidnaps Bart and puts him under a trance.
Watch the shiny quarter, Bart. That's it. Oh, damn it, where'd it go? I needed that for laundry.
He then tells Bart to attack Krusty.
You are in my power.
I am at your command.
I didn't say anything about command. If you're in my power, say so.
I am in your power.
Excellent. Actually, go back to command.
And Bart aims right for Krusty's groin. Ouch.
Chief, you might want to take a look outside.
That's it! Kill Krusty! Just like you'll kill him tomorrow night!
As the countdown ticks and the stage lights come up, Bob watches from the shadows, waiting for detonation. But then something flickers. At the very last second, he changes his mind. No explosion, no screams. Just Bob stepping into the light, disarming the situation and walking away.
No!
Emotionally rattled, but theatrically composed. It's one of the rare times we see Bob's humanity peek through the ego. He doesn't get arrested. He doesn't escape. He just exits, stage left, with the weight of an almost murder on his shoulders and some very unresolved father figure energy in the air. If you have been enjoying this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. Drop a comment below and tell us what your favorite Sideshow Bob moment is. And stick around to the end when we reveal how Sideshow Bob finally kills Bart Simpson. Next we have The Great Louse Detective, Season 14, Episode 6. In a rare role reversal, Bob isn't the suspect, he's the consultant, after someone tries to kill Homer during a visit to the Springfield spa by tampering with his steam room settings, no less. The police call in an expert on murder plots, Sideshow Bob. He's released into the Simpsons' custody and joins Homer on a buddy cop-style investigation to track down the would-be assassin.
Ooh, someone's coming.
Now who's the sociopath? Huh?
Bob is polite to the family, even charming at times, but he never misses a chance to throw a veiled threat Bart's way.
This is a normal day.
But Just wanted to impress you.
The case leads to a less than memorable villain reveal, but the real draw is watching Bob forced to play hero while barely suppressing his loathing for Bart. No murder attempt this time, just smoldering restraint and a constant low-key menace. The scariest part? He actually helps. Homer Simpson's stalker turns out to be Frank Grimes' son. Next we have The Bob Next Door, Season 21, Episode 22. This one's pure horror movie, and arguably Bob's most disturbing plan yet. It starts with a Silence of the Lambs style twist. Bob surgically swaps faces with his prison cellmate, fakes his death, and escapes. Newly disguised, he moves into the house next door to the Simpsons.
Hello, Bart. Hello, Bart. Hello, Bart.
Hello, Bart!
Hello, Bart. Hello, Bart.
Ah! Sideshow Bob!
Side what whom?
The family is suspicious, but the voice and face don't match. Only Bart feels that something's off. The tension builds like a Hitchcock thriller. Bart slowly uncovers the truth, just as Bob closes in for the kill. They end up in a desolate field, shovel in hand, grave already dug. It's terrifying. But once again, Bart outsmarts him, narrowly escaping in a moment of last-second chaos. Bob is left foiled and feral, his mask, literal and figurative, torn off.
Help us! Help us, for the love of God! Won't somebody help us?
See?
Yes, I'd like, how do you say taco in Mexican?
It's one of the darkest Bob episodes to date, a reminder that beneath the wit and opera, there's a deeply dangerous man with a long memory and no limits. And now the last Sideshow Bob attempt to kill Bart. And remember, next we will finally reveal how Sideshow Bob kills Bart Simpson. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Next we have The Man Who Grew Too Much, Season 25, Episode 13. Sideshow Bob, now upgraded with gene splicing courtesy of Mr. Burns, is no longer just a criminal mastermind. He's a superhuman one. Enhanced with advanced intelligence and terrifying strength, he's traded scalpels for science.
I shall be the wisest and strongest maniac ever to bring the blessings of dictatorship to the world!
What follows is one of the series' most cerebral Bob episodes. He and Lisa bond over their shared love of ethics, philosophy, and the potential of science to elevate humanity. He doesn't try to kill Bart. Not directly. Instead, the threat hangs like a storm cloud, quiet, ideological, and unsettling. Bob doesn't need a knife when he's talking about natural selection. The real climax is internal. Lisa realizes that brilliance without empathy is still monstrous.
Finley! Right. I gave myself gills.
In the main Simpsons timeline, Sideshow Bob fails every single time, but in the twisted universe of Treehouse of Horror, he doesn't just win, he gets everything he ever wanted and more. Treehouse of Horror, X66, Season 27, Episode 5. The segment, Wanted Dead, Then Alive, delivers what decades of regular episodes never could. Bob finally kills Bart. And finally, we reveal how Sideshow Bob kills Bart Simpson, not once, but 8 different times. 1. Spear gun.
Spear gun sitting in a tree. S-U-C-K-I-N... nice try, Bob, but I'm sure you made some stupid mistake.
Not this time.
Tell my father he's fat.
2. Sledgehammer.
Ah, still not dead. Oh, psych. Ay, caramba.
We're both going to be sore tomorrow. Ha ha!
3. Gunshot to the head. 4. Lion attack. 5. Flattened and thrown into a fan and set on fire. 6th heart attack, 7th cut into pieces. Bob, unsatisfied with just 1 kill, invents a resurrection machine. Why? So he can bring Bart back to life. and kill him again and again and again. From electrocution to crushing, the loop becomes Bob's twisted therapy session. It's horrifying, brilliant, and loaded with that dark Simpsons satire fans love. Eventually, the Simpsons intervene. Bob ends up in a Frankenstein-like state, reanimated with animal parts and singing opera with a lobster claw. Next we have Treehouse of Horror, Season 35, Episode 5. Gives us a stunning alternate ending to Cape Fear. This time, Bob doesn't perform. He doesn't monologue. He simply kills Bart.
Bart, I shall send you to heaven before I send you to hell.
8 stabbed. But the real story comes 30 years later. Lisa, traumatized by Bart's death, becomes a profiler. She's investigating a string of firstborn murders when she uncovers the shocking twist. She's the killer. Her split personality, born from repressed grief, has been enacting vengeance. She lands in prison, right next to Bob. In the final scene, as Bob smugly sings opera, Lisa quietly stabs him, completing a full-circle revenge that's disturbing, poetic, and darkly satisfying. So there you have it. Every insane, over-the-top, Shakespeare-quoting, rake-stepping attempt Sideshow Bob ever made to kill Bart Simpson.
Congratulations, Robert Onderdonk Terwilliger.
From gas explosions to political sabotage, face-swapping to resurrection machines, Bob has proven one thing: you can't keep a deranged genius down. And even when he does win in alternate timelines, it never ends well for anyone. But that's why we love him, because behind every evil laugh is a tragic backstory, a flair for drama, and one really unlucky clown-hating brainiac. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, drop a comment with your favorite Bob moment, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into Springfield's wildest stories. And remember, keep watching the skies and the Simpsons hidden timelines.